Hi guys, so this is going to be a video update of my hardware, software, and also like computer build stuff like that. So it's gonna be pretty long, and this is part 0. So yeah, so thanks for watching so far, and continue to the next part. And I hope you keep watching it until the very end, and take breaks if you have to. Hey guys, I'm showing you an update of my setup. So basically, I've rewired a lot of stuff. I have cable bundles going up like that, and it goes to these things. So this is a HDMI switcher I usually use from REI. That's another one. This one is hooked up to the main input of my Mac Mini. This one is hooked up to the secondary input of my Mac Mini, which is connected to Thunderbolt. So it's Thunderbolt to HDMI, which is going to there. And one of those cables is going to my is going on this one, is going to this monitor and a monitor on the other side of the room. I'll show you that one later. But I'm going to show you the stream deck at the end of the video because I'm still working on that, and I have to make the icons to make it look nice, and I haven't actually gotten to something like that. This is a failed HDMI cable. Haven't had a chance to take it out yet, but it doesn't affect anything. Let's see. The first ATEM is ATEM Mini Pro, and it is connected to the Mac Mini with USB. It's controlled by Companion. I was using eCam, but the problem was it doesn't do what I needed to do at this very moment. It's going to have an update in the future. They're working on vertical and horizontal capture, so I'm not using it at the moment. The secondary ATEM is an ATEM Mini Pro, and that uses my cameras. The first port is connected to my MacBook. Second port is connected to my Mac Mini. Third port is connected to my Windows PC, and fourth port is connected to the Google Chromecast with Google TV, which is connected to a splitter, so I can capture non HTTP stuff. So that turns on when I turn on the smart plug right here. That turns on my ATEMs, and it also turns on that guy right there. Second smart plug over here turns on my cameras. I'll show you those. This microphone is in for this setup for when I'm doing unboxings. I can use it, control with that stream deck, so to start and stop the recording here, and also start stuff. And then you usually just see about that much of the screen, of the table, but because of I usually just use this for drawing or doing like painting projects or building stuff. That's why this mat's here, and it's a cheaper table. But I have it so I can use it for projects and unboxings. It's mainly here for unboxings and other projects. All these cables, the Mac Mini cables, are going to around here, down here, around there, to over there, to the other side. Because they were used to go over here and over there. But now, the only cable that's coming into this room, other than this cable, which is for my home assistant, since I can have control in my room, I wanted to basically make it so, this is just an idea I had, take this and run it to a USB splitter, and then, because I'll show you real quick before I explain that. I'm going to show you why I have this right here and stuff. So this computer here is running Home Assistant, Companion, and other stuff. So this is also running OBS. OBS is connected to a camera that's over there for an unboxing set. And when the Stream Deck is pressed over there, it turns off Home Assistant and it turns off Companion. And so, basically, since it turns off Companion, I wanted to basically have a way of basically turning on Companion in the room in there. And so, what I was thinking about doing was running the virtual machine that's on here and running it in the computer on there. So what I wanted to do was have, when this virtual machine turns off by pressing the button on the Stream Deck, it would turn on the Stream Deck button using keyboard maestro to basically turn on the thing in there. And when it turns on the thing in there, it would, after this shuts down, so after this shuts down, it would restart that. It would turn off that one and restart it in here. So, but first I have to figure out a way of basically adding this copy of Home Assistant and run it on another machine and make sure it's off when basically this one's on, and when this one's on, when this one's off, the other one's on. But I haven't figured out how to get past that yet, so that was just a idea I had. But that's what that USB cable's for. This running Home Assistant from here into the other room. So this cable runs down here into where I just showed you it. So going back to here. So this Stream Deck is just for starting this recording. Starting to record here, so it's going to do lots of stuff in the background. But so for example, it turns on this camera. It turns on it switches to the input, which is here, which is number 2 on the second ATEM, and it turns on that light, and it would start recording, play the intro and stuff like that. Which there's also a new intro I have. From there, it also goes to this. It will be on this monitor, and this monitor would turn on, so I can see what's going on right here when I'm doing unboxing and stuff. And that mic unmutes. That's what I have it do. And so, the first cable is a 30-foot HDMI cable that runs around the perimeter of the room to a splitter. That splitter then goes to my main monitor and also my MacBook. So the main monitor, when it switches to this one, the first input, it switches my main monitor to the first input on the switcher, and then it switches that to the ATEM and stuff. So same with number 2. Number 2 is my Mac Mini, so when the button is pressed, it switches 2 on here, and then 2 on to the Mac Mini, which is this one. And I can capture that one. Number 3 is the Windows PC, so when I switch it, it switches the main monitor to number 3, and then it switches this to number 3. Number 4 is just this guy, and when I switch to that, it lets me record in vertical/horizontal, because that's why I basically have been using OBS these days, because of vertical and horizontal recording. And then number 1 on the other ATEM is my camera, my fifth camera, secondary camera, or number 2 is that camera. The third camera is one right here, and then number 4 is at my desk. That smart plug controls this monitor here. That smart plug is getting replaced with a different one because I kinda don't actually like that specific smart plug, because it kind of disconnects sometimes, so when I need to replace it. The other smart plug there turns on this docking station, which is connected to my Mac Mini to give me extra ports, which has ATEM and the other ATEM, and my what's that thing called? ATEM, and my audio interface connected to like there. This is powered by a power cable that goes on there. So this allows me to use IR stuff on my system. I have it up here because that's the clearest IR signal. If I had it down lower, it wouldn't get IR signal. And then over there, under there is an Ethernet switch that has a fan blowing on it because of a docking station sits on top of it, so it gets a little hot. And so I put that on there. The Mac gets upside down because of it's in the closet and gets a little warm. That's a Rode caster. A Rode pod. A Rode something mini. I don't remember the name of it, but these are via web cameras. They have HDMI, so I hook them up to ATEM. And then the monitor is the Helon Canvas 20. It was my the Helon Canvas 13, which I was using as my main drawing tablet, but I ended up replacing with the Helon Canvas 20, which is the one I use on my main desk. And if I need to draw on it, I can, but it just would be a little awkward. Let's see. I have these cable ties on here that I got off eBay. They were just cheaper ones. I use them because they just allow me to wire cables. These are wired kind of better than they were, because before it would just hang all over, and with the cables going over here, it just looked worse than it does now. Still does look pretty terrible, but the HDMI cables that are going over here, some of them are with a coupler on there, so they're going on the side of there. So over here is just a knife I use for unboxing. So as long as this place right here is clean, it doesn't really bother me that this is kind of ungodly, because I don't look up here that much. But this cable right here runs to this camera up here, and that's for a back camera, so for an overview camera. And when I want to do that, I can switch with the ATEM using the Stream Deck, using Companion. So the Stream Deck basically just goes connects to that over the Ethernet, because that's connected to Ethernet. That's connected to the network. So here is just the TV I use for listening and watching TV on. But behind here is a switcher. So that switcher goes to my the switcher goes over here to one port, goes to my main monitor, and the other port goes to the ATEM. The first one, port number 3. And so the video goes to there and to my monitor. So whatever gets recorded on here, I don't have to basically do a pass-through live. A live capture through the output. I just get it directly from the computer. Next to that is a computer with a fan on there, because of it does get warm behind the TV. And it does get dusty. And right there is my Wave XLR, which I have my microphone hooked up to. And the USB cable for the Wave XLR is traveling around here, into the closet connected to my Mac Mini Thunderbolt dock. And now, going to here. This is where I do most of my work at. So these are some PreSonus 5 monitors I use for listening to playback of the audio for my videos, and also when doing mastering and mixing. Then over here is the other one. So main here that it looks messy here, but it's not really messy. So this is what I use to log into my computer with this guy. I made a video about that just in case you wanted to know. This is my microphone. It's a dynamic, smaller mic, because I replaced. I still have my Electro Voice, but I use this one because it's literally less longer, because the Electro Voice comes up to like right here, and it was just tipping more than it was helping, and this one doesn't tip as much, and it still sounds perfectly fine for my needs. This right here is a field world monitor, and it is a field monitor. It has an HDMI input and an output, so if I want to, I could basically plug in a wireless HDMI here, and then plug it into a portable monitor with a battery bank, a wireless HDMI adapter, and then plug it into a battery bank with a wireless monitor. With a monitor, portable one, and I could see what's on coming through here, which is the output of this ATEM right here. That goes to that cable over here. That allows me to get my audio and to get my monitor here, and I can put it out there. But this monitor has to be on in order for the wireless output to work. This little white box you see there is the what's that thing called? The switch bot. The switch bot is hooked up to the adapter I showed you in the corner. That's going to the other computer, and that allows me to control my this monitor, because it has a momentary switch, which means it you have to hold it down to like turn it on, and it's just not a switch you flick on and flick off, because if that was the case, you could just plug in a regular USB power bank, a USB power cable, because it's usually USB, into there, and then just plug it into a smart plug and turn it on and off. But with this, it's a little bit, you have to put a 2-second delay on there. It will work. This is the same camera as you saw before. So this one is my face camera. This one is just the overhead camera for the Stream Deck. I'm going to show you that at a little bit later. It's not going to be today, but for you, it's going to be a few seconds after the video stops. This here, you see right here, is my audio control. So with this one, the first knob is my headphone. Second knob is my speakers, and the subwoofers down there for that. I have a little fan in here just in case it gets a little warm. I can just turn that on with my light switch, since I don't need all that often. I just have it on a light switch that does nothing other than that. This guy is my headphone cable extender thing. So this adapter I had on my older interface, the adapter broke, and I had to basically just use the 3.5 adapter so I can get a replacement cable. I haven't found the one that I like yet, so I've just been using the regular one it came with. This cable goes around here to this port right here. I have hot glued here, and then this goes to here to the headphones. This cable goes over here, down to there, and then over to those speakers. And so there's that, and that last cable goes over there to a noise isolation adapter and ground loop noise isolator to there. Then it goes to over behind the computer over there. That computer also has a 512 gigabyte SSD that I use for Steam, and it also that runs this Stream Deck here. This Stream Deck is ran by my Mac Mini Stream Deck. This is going into this switcher, this ESP switcher. I basically use it because of the other one I did a review of. It worked out perfectly fine, but it only allowed me to use one monitor. So the monitor, if I had it hooked up to this monitor, it couldn't go to that monitor, and I kind of needed that. So there was that. Let's see. That switcher there is a HDMI switcher that has 5 ports. The first port is connected to my Mac Mini, which you see now. Port number 2 is connected to that computer over there, and port number 3 is connected to my MacBook Air. And why I said I need another smart plug was I'm going to take a smart plug and plug it into this power cord here with a splitter of some sort, and still be able to have access to the port, but also be able to turn on and off my MacBook, power charging with just that. Here's my Huron Canvas 20 that I use for drawing. This is to keep the, my screen clean and other stuff clean. This is my pens for the display. So I've had 3. So this was from my old one, Huron Canvas 20 that stopped working. This one's from my new Huron Canvas 20 that does work still, but I needed a bigger screen. And this is from my Huron Canvas 13. This is from my Huron Canvas 20. So they're all the same exact tips, same exact pen and stuff. It's just you just take out the tip. It's sitting on a stand I got off B&H, but other than that, it has a USB out, which is going to input number 3 on there. Input number 2 of that switcher goes to my Mac Mini. Goes to my Windows computer over there, and input number 1 goes to my Mac Mini, so I can switch between there using the Stream Deck. I'll show you all that in a later bit. So the other cable there is a Thunderbolt. I use a USB-C to HDMI adapter that then goes around the room to the input that goes over here, and that goes to this monitor here. That other one goes to the A10 back over there, and then this splitter is hooked up to the main monitor, and this drawing tablet, which I can use as a main monitor and or as drawing, so I can usually turn these off independently, so I can basically control them. I'll tell you about my more macro controls I have on the Stream Deck. This is my MIDI controller that I use for mastering. Sorry about the dust, it's kind of just a little dusty in here. So this one just allows me to play piano roll and also just do some mastering with it if I need to. This is Amazon product. It was mounted under here, so but basically the hot glue fell off, and I just decided to not put it back up. And I also basically got that one, which is just used for NFC making. So because I've had someone want a custom one of these, but just using my using a card. I don't recommend doing this with like a very expensive card. With like a cheap card, it's fine. Like $1, $2, that's fine. But if the card has value, or if you don't want it to basically get possibly damaged during this, because this card did get a little damaged by because of the glue I used, and it basically kind of has some texture on there now. But since I just cared about the picture, that's all that was really matters, and it was a cheap card. So what else was there? This monitor is an LG monitor that I use as my secondary monitor at my desk, and this is a 32-inch panel that I use, and the macros I use are more in line to this stuff. I'm also going to show you my OBS setup, but as of now, until Ecamm gets the update, I'm just gonna basically be using OBS until then, because of it's just a cheaper it's just a option I can use until it gets working. Because of how you would do it now is take something like example a Mac Mini, run Ecamm and in vertical mode, and then another Mac Mini, for example, and run in horizontal. The horizontal, you would actually record this is how I would do it. You would have to send the video to the other computer in vertical mode and then press record at the same exact time. But how I figured out how to do it with Ecamm on 2 different computers is, for example, I had Ecamm running in vertical mode on my Mac Mini. I mean, on my MacBook Air. And on my Mac Mini, I had it running in horizontal. And so I use Keyboard Maestro to basically do the start, stop, and stuff, and also the switching scenes, and I just combined them to like get together. And so the vertical would be 1 millisecond ahead of horizontal will be 1 millisecond ahead of the vertical, and the vertical will be 1 millisecond behind. So, but if you wouldn't be looking at it live, you wouldn't actually know. So there's that. Let's see. And if you want to have them separate lists, like show actually the same exact thing but like reordered. I was trying to figure out how to get the ATEM to have 2 separate inputs into the computer at once. You can't technically do that unless you're using an ATEM Mini Extreme ISO or ATEM Mini Extreme or Extreme ISO, and then sending the signal on both USBs to like 2 different computers. So the best way of doing it on the ATEM Mini Pro is by taking the USB, plugging it into the computer you want to record in horizontal, and then taking a capture card, something like the Blackmagic Ultra Studio 3G recorder, or basically any kind of capture card, just something that you know will work, and if you have enough Thunderbolt or USB ports that can power it, and then you hook the capture card up to the ATEM's output port. So I recommend the Ultra Studio because it can basically capture the ATEM's output easier, and it's the Blackmagic product, so it would just work properly. The second ATEM, if you're using 2, connect that one to actually theirs, because I'm using 2, just one for the cameras and then one for my actual computers and consoles. And so from actually there, you just then reorder it and reorder the inputs inside of Ecamm on the vertical to submit to how you want your vertical scenes, and how you want your horizontal scenes on the main computer. And then you basically can press the single button on Stream Deck to start the recording, stop recording, and also switch the scenes at the same exact time, even though there will be a 1 millisecond delay, less than 1 millisecond on the vertical, and horizontal will be technically live. That's the easiest way I found to like do actually that. But if you that's until they can get a vertical and horizontal way of doing that. But I didn't want to tie my MacBook up just for actually that. And I would rather just use a single computer for recording, and also like putting the buttons together was kind of a pain in the butt, because just to do the start recording, start input, and also the intro for my scenes, it took around 15 minutes because of you have to do the set them up with hotkeys, and then after that you have to go into Keyboard Maestro, set a menu item, and then the menu item would be, for example, intro 1, intro and introvert, and then you basically just put them in together. And then after that, you can connect a remote connection to like the Mac, and then you send them both like there. So you have to copy the link, and when you do that, you can press it and it just works. So if you don't feel like doing that, then I recommend just using OBS and the plugin they have, and wait until they come with a vertical option for Ecamm, which isn't out yet. Uh, let's see. This is my keyboard with custom white keycaps, and this is just something I painted because I was bored. So let me show you the Ecamm setup, and also, I mean, not Ecamm, the OBS setup, and also the Keyboard Maestro setup. I'll show you the Keyboard Maestro first, just in case you want to know how I have this made, and then for this OBS setup, I'll show you that next, and I'll show you the Stream Deck last. So, I hope you like it so far, and please keep watching. So yeah, thanks. So alright guys, so I'm showing you something, basically this is the next part of the video. So the part showing you something I've been working on for the Stream Deck. It is a part of the why I did the setup. So if you see here, I have these icons here with my Master Duel accounts. These are the these are the 26 accounts I have, and they are right there. And so basically I have this is Steam Big Picture mode that I have. So so I made it so this computer that's running Master Duels is connected to this TV right here, and so when I press a button on the switcher over here, it'll switch this input from Apple TV to this computer. And so from here is when I'm at the desk, I can press this button here. But when I'm at laying down, for example, and I want to basically just switch to that input, I can. What I'm planning on doing is taking a Stream Deck Mini, hooking it to that computer also, and when it's hooked to there, I can just the Mini is just going to be acting as just a single button push to switch the monitor to like there. If they had a single button one, I would just use actually that. But basically, this is how I have this set up. So I have it start up in big picture mode. I have a script that I'll explain how I made it. If we go down to where it says library, you see it has these accounts right here. So it shows this game is installed. This is my main account that I use, but it has Master Duels installed, and my other games, and for there. So if I just go down to where it says for number 1, so if I press number 1, enter, it asks this is a chamber horse deck. So chambers, charmers. I said chambers. I meant to say charmers. So if you press enter, it starts. It runs a script. It does this. So when it quits here, it changes the wallpaper to this. So because then it boots into big picture mode because it switches accounts, and then it launches Master Duels. And so if you're using a controller with Master Duels, you just press if you're using an Xbox controller, you just press the menu button, and when you press the menu button, it would just basically take you back to Steam Big Picture. It's just like pressing escape, but instead of you pressing escape on here, it would basically just, instead of you just pressing escape, it's taking you to the home button, which then it'll take you to the menu. So, and then you just press back or the B button, but for me, I'm pressing escape for now. So then it has this one called Master Duel Kill. So what this does, it kills kills Master Duels, and it kills Steam. So since you just put master tools into the background by pressing the home button on the controller. You just then would press the then it will kill that, then it will kill master tool, it will kill Steam, then it'll basically restart the main account you're in. So how I have it here is, if I press this button, it does the same like script thing, but instead of me loading it from big picture mode, I can load it from actually here. And so this is just a separate account, and it will reload into big picture mode because I figured out a way to have it boot into big picture mode just from here, from the menus, and not here, because I can probably do it with like a command line argument, but to not boot in big picture and just boot in big picture over here. So from here, it just shows the special offers and stuff like that. But basically, if I press this button right here, the enter for now, if I just press it, it will bring up this menu. These are custom made icons I made because I didn't have anything specifically made. So then that will run that. It will quit. It will run that, and it'll put the wallpaper back to the way it was. And then it will boot the Steam Big Picture mode again, so putting you back on here. So if you have, for example, a profile with the multiple games, or just you want to have multiple Steam accounts, and you also want to have like your actual games like a single collection, you actually can. So for example, this collection I have is just called Master Duel account, and so it just has all my Master Duel accounts that I use. So let me just give you an example just to make sure everything else works, because I only tried it with that one. So let's try it with this one. This is my Infernoid deck. So if we press this one, it should do the same exact thing. And so it's just showing this for now because of and so in order to get the window to not show up, I had to run the software, because I made bat files. The bat files is then ran from an exe file. So as you can see, this guy is up. So if we press X to escape, and then we press yes, it will quit Master Duels. But in our case, if we're using a controller, it would just escape Master Duels just to hide it. Then we press this one with A button, and then it launches, then it kills it, and then it quits that. So yeah, I hope you like that part so far. Next part I'm going to show you is my keyboard maestro setup, and then I'm going to show you my OBS setup, and then I'm going to show you the physical Stream Deck buttons, and I'll explain more in detail about that. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye. Okay, so back again with the Master Duel thing. So basically, you have to put at the end, if you're using the app switcher TCNO account switcher, which is what I'm using for most of the stuff. It means you have to put big picture at the end, dash big picture, which is the command thing on each one you want to use it with, and then it will work, and you'll be able to enter big picture mode on that specific account. And then if you don't want to enter big picture specifically, so when I want to have it boot, I can just have it boot, have Steam boot on launch, and then when it launches, it would basically just launch in the background, and then when it launches there, I can just have it automatically open. So yeah, so I hope you like that so far. Bye. back to the main part of the video. Hi guys, so I said I was gonna do the stream stuff, deck stuff last. I'm just gonna do it the first, then keyboard maestro, and then I'm going to do the OBS thing last. But so basically how I have it here is I have a home screen that's gonna, I'll just click on it real quick, but I'm not gonna show y'all. So here is just where it's gonna be how it normally is. But right here in this folder, that's gonna have some icons and looks somewhat like this icon stuff. It's going to be some on the capture page, which I'm showing you. The capture page is going to be over in that corner by that icon is it's going to be the open button. That is going to be the start record button, stop recording and stuff, all that start stuff. And then there's just going to be the switch profile for specifically capturing OBS or anything specific to what I want to screen capture when I'm not using, when I'm basically can't use my main OBS setup. And this is just basically for just screen capture, because I was gonna use the screen capture software just to like do actually this, but the ones I want to use like ScreenFlow doesn't work on the version I bought. Doesn't work on Mac OS Sequoia at this very second that I noticed, and so basically I'm just using Slobs. So Slobs is going to, or Streamlabs OBS is called Slobs. Streamlabs OBS is going to be recording OBS and for the screen capture portion, and for my main like fancy setup stuff that you usually see in videos is dedicated to OBS. And so I just needed something that I could screen capture with and also just add a microphone to with ease. And so I just want to capture this specific one. So to capture my ATEM screen, because I'm going to move it from this screen to this screen, because OBS usually says this on this screen, but in order to capture it, I want to move it to this screen to capture it, because my ATEM is capturing this screen right here. So I'll show you more. I'll show you the complete everything after I finish. This is like has been a multi-week project because I finally finished stuff, but you'll see the final like stream deck stuff after I do the screen capture. So going on to that now. I said I would show you a little bit later, so here is the actual final product of this. So when I press this button, it will start to record. If I press this, it stops. But basically, this will open OBS, and if it was on this screen first, which it will normally be, because when I'm starting OBS, it's usually on this screen, it'll move from here, put it here in full screen, and then when I close it, it will move it over to this screen and put it back to normal on how I have it for when I'm recording on over here. And so it allows me to stream and stuff still, because I use the main OBS for streaming and other important stuff, game streaming and stuff like that, and recording. But Slobs is meant for basically just screen capturing OBS without having to run a second copy of OBS or running a second streaming software. I mean, a second recording software for that isn't as heavy. So, when I press this, it will close Slobs. It will turn off, because I won't be using this one like streaming, but this will turn on my smart plug that has the ATEM on there. This will turn it off, and it will basically do a whole bunch of other stuff. It will mute this microphone, because this microphone will unmute when on there. This one will unmute when I open it, and then it will move everything over there from over here to over here, and then it will make a full screen. And when I'm done, it will basically move this back over here and then close that and turn everything off after I'm done. So, and if I wanted to, I could basically, instead of having a separate button here, I could, but normally I could use it for just screen capturing, just like quick screen capturing. If I'm not trying to do something important like fancy, I can basically just press this to go from screen 1 to 3. So this is the Mac Mini that's right here. So instead of it capturing this screen right here, it could capture this screen, which is also on here, but it's for the computer over there. And then this one is basically captures the MacBook, which is also the screen, but over here because this is connected to there. So I'll go more in detail if you want more inside the comments. So yeah, so now I'm going to do the keyboard maestro thing. So, and all these are nicer icons that custom icons that I've made to make them look nice. They were made inside of Keynote, but I imported them into KeyMaker to make them the resolution for each monitor. I mean, for like each screen, so they could be seen easier. So, for example, like that one is easy to read because I put it into KeyMaker after making it inside of Keynote. And these are all icons are made in Keynote and then put into KeyMaker. And some of the wallpapers I made the wallpaper inside of Keynote, imported into KeyMaker, and then downloaded it, add a single blend at a time to make it into a cohesive wallpaper. What I wanted to do was basically make it kind of like a, have these individual for certain things on this Stream Deck up here, but it didn't turn out right, and it was just taking far too much long just to add the keys, because it would have been, make each individual key, add them in there, download them through KeyMaker, and then re-upload them, adding the little icon I want on there, for example, name and stuff like that. And it was taking even longer to like do it with actually Keynote, because of top row is images of stuff, and then bottom row is just the title, and they are kind of custom. So before they were gray, but now they're almost like these keys right here, but so to make it cohesive on both Stream Decks. And so I have a Stream Deck over there that I'll make an update for when I do the final walkthrough of everything. So yeah, so I told you in the beginning, this is a long video, so because the last time I updated this video was in November of last year, so November / October, around September/November, and I haven't updated it since, and a lot of stuff has actually changed since I actually then. I've cleaned up cables, I've got new stuff, and so yeah, I'll show you the final product of everything as soon as I finish the video, because I'm recording this video while basically fixing stuff and also doing this, and this will be the unedited version. I will upload the edited version in about 3 weeks, but yeah. Okay, guys, so I'm showing you what I'm putting together so far. So I'm showing all the parts. So here's the fans I'm using. They're Thermalright C12Cs. They're this box is empty, but because they're all in a case. I'm using 3 of those in there. Then this one is the Assassin X120. It is for LGA 1700 and all below. So that was also empty. Then there is a Corsair Vengeance LPX 16 gigs. That's it, empty too. So. And then the motherboard is this guy, and it's a Intel LGA 1700 motherboard. It can support 14th gen, 13th gen, 12th gen. I'm running 12th gen in here. So, I shouldn't throw that, but and this is a case. It's a Cooler Master see something case. If you look inside, though, there's only 2 used parts so far. There's only 2 used parts. The SSD is a 256 GB SSD, and then I have a 512 gigabyte. Hi guys, so this is after the part I was talking about. So it cut off, but it was a 500 gigabyte SSD from Crucial, which is the other use part, and the next part you'll see the rest of the parts. Alright guys, this is the next part. So this is the CPU, and I'm going to show you how it looks. So give me a second. So here we go. So if we pull the box out, and here is the CPU. The CPU is 9312-100. Yeah, so next part we go. So I hope you enjoyed it. So sorry for the bad hand camera work right at this moment, because of I'm trying to get this done. This has been like a 7-day project. What I've been showing you these days are these past few clips are from the past couple days. So okay, going to the next part now. I just got this. Yeah, this was only like, from the last segment was like 3 seconds. I mean, not 3 seconds, like 5 minutes. Probably no, it's not even that minute. It was a short amount of time. So basically, I got the RTX 3050, and it's hard to open with one hand. So there we go. You get a live unboxing with my single hand. Sorry. So yeah, so this is RTX 3050 6 gig card, and it has foam, and so it has foam. You get some cards, join MSI rewards, and you also get the manual, and you get the card itself, and you get the back plate too. So this is the card. One second. Let me take out the wrapping. So this is 3050 outside the box, and there's no peel. I don't think so, at least. There's no peel. Okay. So there's no power either, since this is 75-watt card, and brand spanking new. So I hope you like it so far. Now going on to the next part. Hi. So it's been a few days since the last part, and I'm going to show you what I have after. I'm going to show you the Stream Deck stuff, and after this. But it's pretty late right now. But and it's a few days later. So I'm going to show you that next. It'll be a few seconds for you. But after that, I'm going to show you the keyboard maestro stuff, and then the Master Dual setup that I have, and then also I'm going to show you the final reveal of everything in the end, and how it looks. So, and it's changed since the first segment I showed you, where I showed you how it actually looked. I did a major update after that. So yeah, you'll see that part after all the parts I show you. So I hope you enjoy the next parts, and I hope you can I hope I can help you find stuff you like. So keep on watching. Hi guys, I'm showing you this is my OBS setup from here. So basically I have the um the Atem virtual um vertical plugin for OBS, and I also because I use it basically because I recreated most of the scenes I have for vertical and horizontal, so I can upload them separately. So horizontal for main and vertical for the shorts. So if we go to the next one, which is MacBook. So with this one is my MacBook one. But what it does is I'll show you how it works in the Stream Deck stuff next because of that's the how some of this stuff works. So then the intro plays the intro. So for example that, and then this one is just my unboxing camera, which it shows my face camera right here upside down, but it's for the camera in the closet um in my unboxing area. And then Stream Star Showcase is showing for my Steam Deck, my Stream Deck, and it basically puts it into the corner. And sorry if some of the stuff is upside down because of most of the scenes are upside down for the fact that I'm using it with cameras and they're not. You can't change orientation side of the software. So then there's program. The program one is basically it's just brings up the programming screen. Oh, a some sources for some sources for that place called for some programming sources like Code Academy and stuff like that. But I have it up bring up inside of a um browser and it gets moved around. The wallpaper gets changed to black because what you're seeing right here is just the wallpaper itself here. But what you see in the back is just a image I put there. Then for um the Mac one, which is just my Mac Mini, it shows the Mac Mini screen and my face camera. And the reason the camera looks a little funny is because this is a green screen camera. I use it for my green screen, and it will blend in with the background. Then there is the VLC. This basically is a normal kind of one, but this just plays my allow me to play back the video if I need to inside of OBS. Then there is this one, which is the Stream Deck camera, but most of you don't see. So this one is just my please wait one, which is for when I do a combined recording because I have two separate OBS settings that I'll show you. I have the outro, my face camera, which is this one, and since it looks like this, it would normally just be see through. The back view is basically just the camera above me that just shows the back view, and then Match Duels. This one is for when I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Match Duels. Then deck list is for when I'm showing the deck list in Yu-Gi-Oh! Match Duels. It's basically a template for when um it shows how OBS. I mean how it shows up in Match Duels. This is where the cards will show up. This is where the deck shows up, and this would looks like this because of I have a it kind of looks overlapped because of this would be kind of see through because of my green screen. And then the phone, which used to be my phone thing, but I still can use it, but you can use that with my Apple TV. Um so I use Steam Link, launch Steam Link, and then Steam Link will then um allow me to select the computer that is running uh, a screen sharing software for my phone, and I can connect my phone to like that and show on the Apple TV. That's how I get on my Apple TV. Then there is drawing, which is for just drawing, and so this would be see through because of the green screen, and this is showing what's drawing, well, what I'm drawing, and so same thing for here, but it's vertical. And then the green screen has no separate scene for it, so there's a couple of non-separate scenes. So the stuff that has non-separate scenes is the stuff with the hashtag on there. So there's that. And then everything will restart to here. So the verticals are pretty much the same exact ones. They're just go on the vertical, and then basically this would basically go, MacBook goes MacBook, start goes to start, and um so there's the OBS stuff. And so I would show you my actual master tools setup, but that one I'll explain over camera. So and I have this open up on my secondary screen, which if we go to the face camera, is right down here. It's literally in this area right down here, so I can see it. So now going to the other software, which is the Keyboard Maestro. Keyboard Maestro is more of a so open copy would basically this basically opens up this. If I press a button on my Stream Deck, it would basically just um open copy would open these two folders and then basically move it to this main screen here, and then there's one that is delete if I recall correctly. I don't remember what it was, which one it was, but it would delete the files, the MKV files. Then there is OpenOBS. This is one I use on to when the computer starts. So I'll show you more detail about this, how I have it set up. But on this action, I'm using Cam Link by the way on the Stream Deck. But it will open up OBS, wait 3 seconds, then it will do application, open the application Elgato Wavelink, which I don't have start on start because of I have a reason for it. Because I have it mounted to the monitor. I have System Library Core Service Finder open to open Finder, and it will activate it, which will bring it to the front. Then it waits 3 seconds, and then it does F command, control Shift command. Control Alt. Control Options Shift and F12, and it brings it to the other monitor. This is the same thing as main monitor, so this one just brings it to the main monitor. This one, like how I brought it here, and this one here will bring it to the secondary monitor, which is down below here, as you can see. And then show desktop basically just shows it does this shell script, and then it will press 1, and it'll press F9, which will make the tools show up and turn the wallpaper black, and then it will make the wallpaper go back to a normal wallpaper. Then stop refresh would be a part of what you're saying now. I have this set up so I can record OBS if I need to, but it will basically um it will close Finder windows, because what happened is it will open the file, open Finder, and then I need to have it closed. So on Steam Deck, it will um it will kill this. It will basically hide the icons, change the wallpaper, open the Stream Deck application, and move it to this specific area on this specific monitor, which is dead center of this monitor. Then when Stream Deck quits, it will do the same thing but show the desktop and then kill Finder. It will turn the wallpaper back, and then it will close the Stream Deck application. And then this one I was using, which was quitting and relaunching Elgato Wavelink, and it waits 6 seconds, and then it would close Wavelink to basically the um, menu bar. But it didn't, so I don't really need it anymore. But I could possibly leave that. I'm just keeping it just in case I need it. So, but that's just there just in case. So then this one allows me to take the front application and move it dead center. This is for another um thing I have for production stuff. And then stop will um change the wallpaper. It will press stop, which will bring up the stop PNG in the folder. Then it will dead center window preview, so it'll move the preview window to center. And then after that, it will wait 2 seconds, and then it will quit preview. But but also it changes this wallpaper from one to a regular, because this is the one that has the red background, just to make sure I'm recording. So because of I have um this Stream Labs minimized. So then there is rec refresh, which is the same thing as stop refresh, but it kills Finder. So then there is rec, which will record. So it will open application app, record PNG, center it, quit preview, and then it will switch to screen cap.png, which is the red bar image you see here. And then there is quit OBS, which is when I turn off the button on the Stream Deck, it will quit OBS. It will wait 3 seconds. It'll close. It will move. It will use Moom to move the window to Finder window to the center. Then it will quit wavelink, and then it will pause for 3 seconds, and then it will quit and relaunch Finder. So it will close the window that was moved there, and it'll always be there in the center. Then there is quit Elgato, which is just close the Elgato Stream Deck application. I have it as a part of another macro, so this one is more of a fact that says it's quit copy. So quit copy is it will quit and relaunch Finder. It will um open this. Then it will center Finder, and then it will wait 2 seconds, and then it will quit relaunch Finder. Then some of the stuff is kind of does other stuff too. So then there's this one, which is open screen capture. So instead of me using a screen capture software like ScreenFlow, which I haven't bought the updated license yet. I still have the old license, but you have to pay for the license update. So I haven't did that yet. So I just got Streamlabs OBS for desktop, since I don't really do screen capturing of OBS that much unless I really need to. So I don't mind having this on here just in case I need to. So this will um open up Streamlabs, wait 6 seconds, then it'll make it full screen. Then after that, wait 2 seconds, then it hides the Streamlabs. And so since I can control Streamlabs with the Stream Deck, I just have it so I can press record, and that's why this red border is here, so I can know when I'm recording since Streamlabs is hidden. So, and I don't have it on secondary monitor. So next one, which is OpenOBS, which I've already talked about, and then OpenCopy, which is basically the same thing, but then there's Hide Desktop, which is just like Show Desktop, but it hides the desktop icons, switches the wallpaper, and opens that. The other one closes it. Close Screen Capture, which is basically it shows Streamlabs, it waits 2 seconds, and it quits Streamlabs. And then BB Edit, which is my thing I use for BB Edit is for my programming software that I use for writing scripts and stuff like that. So what this one does, it hides icons, then kills Finder. Then it does then it says app applications app one.jpg, which is a JPEG that is just a black screen. Then it waits 2 seconds and it opens BB Edit, which is my it's like Notepad plus plus, but on Mac OS, because since Notepad plus plus isn't on Mac OS, I use BB Edit. I prefer Notepad plus plus, but it's not on Mac OS, and I don't feel like porting it on here, so then it waits 6 seconds, then it will open a terminal. So, because there's times when I export a file in BB Edit, I have to then compile it in terminal with like the with like sh command. Uh, then I have Mac scripter on here just for this is for the Mac specific one. I have one of these set up for like Windows 2, so just in case I need to do some Windows scripting, because I have a tiny Windows computer coming just so I can put it inside the rack and hook it up to here and then hook it up to the recordings the capture software also, and then just put it in there and just have it running in there. And then it does 18, which it F18, which if I recall correctly, just moves them into a specific order on the main monitor. But yeah, so and then quit BB edit basically it it basically moves a certain window. No, this makes the F17 makes it so Firefox will basically go full screen again. Then it quits BB edit, quits terminal, waits 2 seconds, then restores the icons and then kills Finder. Change the wallpaper back to the regular image, waits 2 seconds, and then quits Firefox. All of that is just the main stuff. That's why it's called Zero Systems. Um, and so next to here is the network stuff. Network is I have this specifically just in case I was testing something. This is a network command you use to turn on your Wi-Fi. So I was trying to basically trying to turn off my uh, Ethernet port and have it connect to Wi-Fi just so it can turn on the stuff with Home Assistant, but that didn't work, so I scrapped it. But I still have that on there just in case I need to use Wi-Fi just in case, and I have it. So then there's the YouTube one. This one is a really this one isn't really um a thing anymore. Um, so let's see. That one isn't really more. This is more of a This is more for shutting down and turning on my MacBook. This is for opening YouTube on my MacBook, quitting YouTube on my MacBook, and this is for shutting down the MacBook if I'm at as long as my smart plug, because my smart plug, when my smart plug turns on, it would turn on the Mac, and so I have a scene inside of OBS that allows me, when I press the button, it turns on my MacBook, and then it basically starts YouTube, and then when I press the button again, it quits YouTube, and it shuts down the MacBook. So let's see, VLC. VLC is one that I use for video playback just in case I need to. So for the playback one, this one's actually pretty cool. So as long as my network drives are mounted to the computer, and which they should be because of I have them start up on boot. So it says it will open VLC. Wait 3 seconds. It will file. I'll open file. Then it will press Shift Command G, which will bring up a search window. Then it will paste the volumes YouTube, which is a drive on my NAS. It will wait 3 seconds. Then we'll press enter. Then from there, it will press open, and the button open, it says press open, and it says if it's enabled, open. Then it will wait 3 seconds, and it says, then we'll pause playback. So what this does, it will open VVLC and open a specific folder that has videos in there for that one we want to play back. Then it will pause that. And then after that, playback end is pretty much quit the VLC and basically quits it. Then previous is just for back, going back. This is for going next. This is for playing, pausing VLC player itself when it's in full screen mode. So that's um the um um that's the keyboard maestro setup that I have. So if we go to the Stream Deck, so this one is more of a this one is where the stuff gets nitty gritty. So this is my button I have here. This is what I'm on now. So this is allowing me to record it. So basically, if we go to here, home, we press this button. If we press that button, it takes you to this page. This page is has a play button. Alexa, stop timer. So 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 um so here is a stop and start button. Okay, so the start button will what the start button will do is it will do record refresh, which basically kills all Finder. Then it will and open stuff. Then it will um um do a 1 second delay. Then it'll start recording, and then it'll do the rec, which will bring up the button. Then this one will stop it, and then it will basically bring up the stop button. Wait a second, stop recording, and then it will do stop refresh, which means this window will actually will be all away and it will refresh. So in this one, which is the one I'm on, so the prerequisite of this is this will open OBS, and then it will go to because I'm there. I have to since I have it set up where OBS boots when like the computer turns on. I had to close it, but so what I'm going to add is a button that basically when this is opened, it closes OBS and everything related to it that I don't need specifically for fresh that. And then when I get here and press this button, it will already open up OBS and it will open up OBS and move it to the screen because that's what it does. The first button moves it to the main screen. Second button moves it to the to like the to basically the second screen, and it will quit OBS, so it will go back over there. And so now um basically here's one which is it will be monitor 1. It switches to monitor 1, and this switches it to monitor 2. So there's that. And so now then this one is just a sleep button that allows me to sleep it and go to the screensaver page. This one basically turns off sound, aka my smart plug itself, and it takes you back home. So it takes you back to the home page, and it will close screen capture and stuff like that. And then these ones, this one is just my um main monitor. This one's just my main monitor, but and this one's my secondary monitor, and this one's my first monitor. I mean, this one's my first monitor, but this one, basically doing this live, goes here, and then this one goes here because of I had to change um, what they were. So that's basically just the same exact thing right there. So and now going back to here. So now if we go to ATEM switcher. So with this one, I'm not going to click on them because of that's going to change that. So one is basically just one, which is the because I have an HDMI switcher on here. One is just the input one, which is the HM1, and then this is port one, and this is monitor 4, which is on the fourth page. This is on the um for the this on the fourth button. So when I press this, it switches my switcher to monitor 4. I mean to input 4, and it also switches it to input 1 on the ATEM and input 1 on the switcher. This will go to input 1 on the switcher and 4, but input 2 on this ATEM, 3 on the ATEM, 4 on the ATEM. And this is the secondary ATEM, which is input number 5. Input number 5 is basically just input 5 through 8 is input number 2 on the switcher, and input number 1 on the second ATEM, and monitor 4. And this is input 4. This is input 1 on the second switcher, input 2 on the second switcher, third on the second switcher, and fourth on the second switcher. So the second ATEM. And then I have this one, which is just monitor 4. And so next to that is my main display. So main display is just my monitor I have that I monitor everything on. I just have it there just in case I need to turn it on and off quickly. Then the sleep button and then the home button takes you back to monitor 1, which is input number 1 on my switcher. So now, going back to the screensaver. Screensaver is just something I have here. Just it does nothing except for shows a picture and also makes it so whatever profile I'm on and I press the sleep button, it'll take me back to here. Most of these are custom icons. Well, all these are custom icons and stuff. So home. So home is my main screen I use. So this is just the home button, which takes you back to this page, but I've one of these on all the pages. This one is turns on and off my USB switcher. So when I press this button or this button right here, this one will turn on all my stuff except for including my drawing tablet. This will turn on all my stuff except for my drawing tablet. This is minus my TV and gaming computer. So this is my gaming computer. So when I press this button, so it will Mac on. It will turn on my Mac. It will turn on the Mac smart plug, which is called Mac. I haven't bothered renaming it, but what it does, it turns it on. It starts up my computer. And this one, it will send this URL command right here, and it will shut down the computer. It takes 20 seconds to shut. It takes less than 20 seconds to shut down, but I put it there for 20 seconds, and then it will turn off the smart plug. So it will shut down, and then it will turn off the smart plug. And when I press it again, it will turn it on. I have this set up here just as a button, just in case I need to, just in case I need to, just in case I need to turn on the actual computer, I can. And so and so just in case I need to turn on the actual computer, I can turn it on here, and then I can press this button to switch to input number 2 on there. So this one, which is just a button I have just for like funsies, it's just for generating finding new action anime characters. So this one is called Stream Deck 2. So with this one, It basically is just a Stream Deck application, and that that I have hosted on my NAS. On my NAS, yes. Then this one, which is my Home Assistant instance. This one is just my open copy, which will copy um the stuff using keyboard Maestro, and then it will wait 7 seconds. And this one, which is Extra, which is a application I made with Automator that would um delete MKV files, and then this will wait 6 seconds. Then it will move files to the folder, and then it will delete the files, the MKV files, and then it will press quit, and then it'll wait 6 seconds, and then it's done. So this one is just um an application I have for if the hard drive isn't booted, I can press this and it boots it up. This one just closes the drives. And then this is just my restart button, which I have for restarting my Mac just in case it hangs. I can press the restart button and it will launch it up again. So this one is a button I have that's just for on and off. It's for turning off the smart plug for my laptop. This is just a profile switcher to go to audio. This is just a profile switcher to go to the ATEM switcher folder. And then this one is, I'll get to that in more detail, but it is OBS full and OBS single. So there's that one. I'll go to those after I finish this stuff. So this one is just a button I use for going to my for going to my for going to my this is for computer 1, which is my Mac Mini. This is for computer 2, which is my Windows computer. This is Windows 3, the computer 3 for my MacBook. So allow me to control them separately. And so, and this one is the mute for my microphone. This one is the mute for Firefox. And then this allows me to control the microphone. No, 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 not Fire. This is not Firefox. I mean, this is my speaker master. So this is basically allow me to mute and unmute my volume for my speaker. I mean, for my headphones. So volume control. So there's that. But for this one will go to PC1. This will go to one PC1. This will go to A2, and then PC2, and then number 4, because this is port number 4 on the ATEM, and this is port number 3 on the ATEM. But this was supposed to be port number 4. The other one was supposed to be port number 3, but I got that mixed up. A1 is basically the Apple TV. So A1 is the Apple TV, because this is the Apple TV. A1 is Apple TV on my main monitor that I'm recording this on, and A2 is the Windows computer on this monitor, and B2 is the one for the. I'll show you that one next after that, but I'm showing you the main important stuff first before I go into the other stuff. And so this one is just port number 3, number 2 for on the ATEM. So before I get to those ones, I'll show you the Stream Deck menu what I'm talking about for the other one. So I have screensavers for all of them. So this one is just a Home Assistant plugin that basically allows me to mute and unmute my TV. Because I wanted to control the TV volume wirelessly, but that didn't work out. I set the Windows volume to 50 and control the volume with the computer using Home Assistant and the IR blaster. So this one, which is the same one you saw on the mainstream Stream Deck, but it's closer to where I sit. So this is called Game On. So what Game On is, it will turn on my TV. It will switch it to B. It'll switch it to B1, which is the TV, and then it will basically turn on the Mac smart plug. Then it'll basically turn on, which will allow me to basically play games on my TV and stuff. So then this one shuts it down and does game off, so it does everything, and then it turns off the smart plug last just to give it time. And I have it delayed for 20 seconds here. So um so then now here go here. This is watch time. We'll switch it to um B1. I mean, this will switch it to did I say B101? Other one was B2. This one's B1. So this one's B1. We'll switch from B1 to B1, and then it will switch it to B1 again if I happen to change. So this turns off the TV also. But how that works is I'm going to show you later. So I'll show you that after um during a hardware show. So just remember that. So then this is a sleep button. It sleeps it and switches the profile to screensaver 2. Screensaver, so this is the volume button. So if we go to Stream Deck Mini number 2, because I have 4 Stream Decks hooked up to this computer. So this one, which is my which is my um which is my um which is my stream, which is at my recording my overhead recording setup. It would basically what it does is it basically it does open OBS and it turns on server, turns on sound, which is on the other side of the room. And so I mean, which is basically just the stuff for the ATEM and then the server or the computer itself. And so and then that's what that does, and it also turns it off. So after I'm finished, so and then this one that just says unbox, I'll get to that in a minute. I'll get to that first actually because I'll go to more detail after other stuff. So this one, it will show the action bar, which we can get rid of since we're not using the Stream Deck over there anymore. Because reason we had that over there was because of reason we had that there was because of we were using the Stream Deck um pedal over there, but we're not anymore. So basically this one will basically it will unmute the mic. And then it will go to input number 6, which is my overhead camera in the closet. Then it will basically wait some time. Then it will do unbox on, which will basically power on the monitor and stuff. And power on the light for unboxing stuff. Then it will start recording. Then it will play the intro. Then it will basically um go to the unboxing. And then after that, I can do the unboxing stuff and it will record it in vertical and horizontal. And then I press this button, which is an X, and it does the outro. Then it does 20 seconds. Then it does stop. Then it does the power stuff off. Then switches the camera to back to number 5, and switches it to start, and it turns off the Rode NT1. I mean NT Mini, and it mutes it. So and then for the Stream Deck pedal, before I get back into main Stream Deck, so this one is just more of a this one is more of a um this one is more of a um one that I um okay, yeah, this one is actually kind of wrong. Okay, so let's see, go back to here. So this one, this should be here. This one should be here instead. So this one is for muting and unmuting the volume, and this one's for muting and unmuting the Wave XLR. So that's what that one's for. So, and then this allows me to start and stop recording if I need to. I was thinking about either stop and stop recording or just putting a pause here. Probably a pause would probably be actually better. Yeah, I'm gonna do that one. So we're changing as we're going. Yay! We're evolving. So that's just gonna be a pause and unpause. So if I click the middle button, it will pause the video. And if I click it again, it'll unpause it. So this is basically just if I'm in the middle of a recording and I need to pause for a second, I just press the button on my foot, which I have under my desk, which I'll show at a later point. So now going back to the part that I stopped at. So this is the one I'm on right now. So when the computer turns on, it will do ATEM on 2, which is basically just turns everything on except for my drawing tablet, and it will turn on the camera 1, camera 2, which are the two lights beside me. It will quit Elgato because sometimes the Elgato application opens for like some reason randomly, so I have it close on that, but it takes 20 seconds. Then it will take 1 second. Then we'll switch to input number 1, which is my actual Mac. And then it will switch to 1. Then we'll switch to USB 1, which is my Mac. Then it'll basically wait 1 second, open OBS, which is opens on the second screen. It opens Wavelength, Finder, and OBS, and then it will wait for 10 seconds. That's how long it takes for um, the Open OBS to execute. And then when I press it again, it will wait 1 second, then close OBS, and it will basically close it, which takes 10 seconds. Then it will turn off everything, turn off cam 1, then it'll basically wait 10 seconds because it takes 10 seconds to execute this part, and then it takes and this was basically with like just the minor configuration I did, so sleep, and then it will put it to sleep. So this is the same exact one, but it will literally the same exact thing, but instead of it basically turning on, it just turns on the drawing tablet that's extra. Because I don't want to have the drawing tablet on all the time, but I do want to have it on sometimes, and I have a button for that. Then I have these as placeholder blanks, so to basically blend in. So next, for its audio. So audio is the stuff I have. So this one is shows a wave. This one shows a Rode NT1. This one shows um um the master audio. This one just shows the ATEM audio. This one shows Firefox audio, VLC audio, and VLC stream audio. And so I got rid of the Firefox audio mainly for the fact that it would basically the Firefox um volume audio because I can control the main fader audio there. And this one I got rid of that the headphone audio mainly because I can hear it through my headphones connected to my uh 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 um uh audio interface. And then um in my monitor. So VLC, I have those ones are ones I have two things of, but everything else here is the same. So with these ones, all these are pretty much the same. It will basically press start, and then it will go to um, OBS full or OBS single. I'll get to those last. So next ones. These are pretty much all the same. So I have Masterful Deck List, Deck with Cam, BB Edit, Elgato Show, VLC, Drawing, MacBook, and Mac Mini. Those are all the same down here. So one is just a single and one is full. And I'll show you the difference between the full and the difference between the full one and then the OBS. So I'll show you these ones separately, but basically I'll show not all of these separately. I'm just going to show you the these ones first because of and I'll show each one of these are the same exact scenes, but they're just with full slash single. So with OBS single, I'll show you OBS single first. So OBS single has this one. So if we go to here, which is OBS single, which is for the face camera, it will switch it to 5, turn on wave mic, and then it will record, switch to intro, and then wait 20 seconds, and then face cam. And then when it's done, it will outro, then 20 seconds, then stop, then 1 second, then start, mute the mic, and it'll go back to the start screen. So that's pretty much the same exact for this one, uh, this one. So pretty much the same. It just takes you to camera 7 instead of camera 5, and but all that's the same. So this one, which is it goes to input number. Oh, this is wrong. Okay, this would be input number. Be input number 3. So this would be number 3. Yeah. Okay. So so there's that. But basically and this is also wrong. So this would be number 4. So I'll actually fix those later. But basically, so this will basically take you to input 3, which is in my case my Apple TV, and this will basically it. So the difference is one records them individually, the other one records them seamlessly. So this one also records individually, but this one instead of it takes you to a different page. So for this one, I'll show you quickly with OBS Full. So OBS Full is pretty much the same exact thing, but instead of these are just singular inputs. So basically, I press record here, and it will do all of this stuff here, and then it will switch it to face camera. Then if I need to go to any one of these scenes, I can just press a button and it'll go to the scenes. This one would basically just take it so I can press the button. This makes so I can press the button to. This makes so I can just press button and it'll take me to there. So, and for each of them, these are all exactly the same. So, Master Duel, um, Dual deck list, and Master Duel deck list. Singular, pretty much same except for singular is singularly re-recording it, while this one is just switching to it. So it will. What happened with the Master Duel deck list, for example, it will do all this stuff, and then when I'm talking on face cam right here, I can press. It will switch to It will switch to this profile, and when it switches to this profile, it would basically just switch here, and I see this. You guys don't. But then when I'm ready to switch actually to it, and after getting everything load it while I'm talking or something, I press this button, and with this button, it will do please wait, and it will switch, and then it will basically open the deck list folder. I mean the deck list scene in OBS, and then it will switch to it, and it will disappear. And then when I'm done, I can press this button to exit out of it. And so, and it will basically do all this stuff, and it will um go back to 1 and switch the computer back to input number 1. So, and if I'm on here, but I want to go to a deck list right away, I mean from a deck list to a if I want to go from a deck list to a to like to another scene, I can press this and input it'll cycle through here to here if I want to go to like dueling. So I basically don't have to, and then I can just press this one, and it'll go to here, which will be Master Duel, which is the one with the camera. So, and that's all I have to do. And so if you see here, if you see this right here, it will take me to match. It'll take me to deck list, while deck list will take me to deck list should take me to deck list should take me to without, it says without cam. So, and this should be set to with cam. So, and that's probably the only thing I have to fix. I have to fix a couple other things, but the singular deck list ones is that one. Oh yeah, so let's see. Okay, so now the BB edit one is basically the same exact the same exact process as the other one, but yeah, these have to be changed to 1. Yeah, I have to modify these just a tiny bit, but other than that, everything exactly as you see. This one should be 1. The ones that should be 1, the ones that are 2 should be 1, and the ones that are 2 should be should the ones that are 2 the ones that are 2 should be 1, and the ones that are 2 should be the ones that are 2 should be 1, and the ones that are 1 should be 2. So, and so this is how everything looks here. So, and if you um want any of these profiles, I can send them to you, but you probably have to actually work them for like what your needs are. And how I made these are, you just use the Stream Deck application creator from Elgato. Make a wallpaper out of your whatever size stream deck you have with like whatever image you want. I use Keynote to make some of these extra images, and then I basically put the wallpaper inside of the Stream Deck application. I mean the Elgato icon creator, and make these wallpapers. And how I get and I made these icons with like blurry tools and stuff like that, made them see edge through, and then I put them on here. I had some one for here, which was a speaker, but since I got rid of them, I just put that there. I just kind of got tired of that, so I didn't want to remake all of these just to get a one blended in icon. So um yeah, so that's the Stream Deck stuff. So I hope you like that so far. Now next part I'm going to show you is my um is how everything looks set up complete, and it's gonna be a few days from now. So talk to you then. So I hope you enjoy the video so far. Like, subscribe, comment, and I um hope we can get um do this more, because this has been like a wild project. So okay, going to the next part. Hi guys. So this has been a few days later. So um I actually changed the stream deck a little bit. So I had I was saying before, um I have a script that I'm going to show you after this part, this upcoming part, which is a script to show you how to basically launches um a Steam in big picture mode, and use it as a replacement Explorer, and it allows you, once you run it again, it will exit Steam and launch Explorer. So there's that. I also made a modification to actually the script that I used, and put in a shutdown software that I can shut down using a URL, and instead of instead of using like a bat file and running it over SSH, I just run it over HTTP, and then, which is the file I showed you earlier in the video, which was HTTP file that ran when it clicked, it shuts down the computer. You can also restart or whatever. But this is um the application, how I have it. So when I did that, it had an issue where basically, if you're not running Explorer.exe as shell in Windows, it won't launch it. That's how, which means applications that rely on being in a taskbar, like the Stream Deck application, won't work. And so um you either have to run them separately, or you have to literally do a batch script that would run both of them, but that fails at one point because I tried that already. So the issue I have is that I couldn't use the stream deck I had, which was the Stream Deck XL, and so I had to plug it into my Mac. And so that would be two Stream Deck XLs, two Stream Deck Minis, and one Stream Deck Pedal, which is the best amount I can actually get. So um on the top Stream Deck I have, I'll show you that one first because it's changed a lot. Before I had icons, for example, on home, I had icons up here to switch between profiles, but this is just the basic stuff that I could use. So this one is for the mute Firefox. This one is to go live. This is for live. That's including for the whatchamacallit, the drawing tablet. I'm turn on. It's pretty much everything here is the same. So I just moved icons, got rid of some, and so on each of these ones on OBS full, same thing. It's just the OBS stuff. And this one, I basically, instead of making icons like this around here, I just put those up here because of I didn't feel like remaking those whole actually things, which would have been a pain in the butt to actually do. So I just didn't bother. And so there's that. This is on all of them, for all the full and single ones. On single, it's pretty much this one. On the single one, it's just that. So, but then the screensaver is, as you can see, it's only half of the image. So what I did was I cut the image in half and then stretched it to go across all 32 buttons on the first Stream Deck. So this is just whatever happens on this Stream Deck is the Action Stream Deck, And then if we go over to out here, we need to go here. Oh wait, we do need to go here, so we'll go back to screen cap. So that's where we're at right now. With this one, which is the Stream Deck XL2. This was the one connected to my PC. This one does stuff. So when I press home, it takes you to the home screen, which was the one I showed you before with all those other buttons. If you press this one, it turns on keyboard and mouse. The mouse for the switcher I have. This one just goes to the ATEM's profile, which is running on another Stream Deck. The Stream Deck I just showed you. And this one, which is screen cap open, it opens up the profile which I just was on. And then I just press the other button on there to exit out of there. I mean to like go back to like the home just so you exit out of there. And then this one, which is the audio, takes you to the audio page. This will take you to the OBS full page. So a full OBS meaning it will you can basically continue the recordings if it's meant for if you're live streaming. You can just continue switching between them without stopping and starting a live stream. This is just for individual recording, which can also use this for individual recording also. But then there's the reset button. And then right here is the open hard drive button. Then previous, I mean undo, redo, what's that? The Finder window, calculator, and the Elgato application. Cut, copy, paste, mute, unmute, lower down, and then volume up. Unmute and mute. Um, so and all of these icons specifically have been custom made. So and so when for example, if we go back to XL2, XL, if we press this, it would basically put both of them to sleep because what it does here, it sleeps them both and send them both to wallpaper. I mean screensaver. And screensaver would be this one like this, and this one, which would be like this. It creates a screensaver of them together. I'll show you the final product inside of in the handheld camera view. So there's that. So now let me show you how I have Master Duel set up. Well, so basically, this is the Windows PC. So basically, um, let me just go here. So if we're here, so this just shows all my Master Duel accounts I have, and what it does is, um, if we click one of these ones, for example, chain, it will do stuff. It will quit Master Duels because I had it on here. So before here, if we go here and we go to Excel, I had this on here to basically switch between profiles. But the problem is, with this setup, it does not. With this setup, it does not work if you boot to shell. If your shell is not exe, I mean explorer.exe, then this application won't work. So I basically am going to go to control panel and then go to um, program features and then remove this guy. Keep preference on cache. And then we also will be removing the Elgato Stream Deck app because of this. So I'll show you my file. So Basically, it's pretty simple. So the prerequisites is you need your Steam account, which is you need a Steam account, which um you need at least one Steam account. If you're having multiple Mashable accounts, you want to have multiple Steam accounts. You can make it with a single uh email address. Then you're gonna need PCNL account switcher, and so when this loads, you go Steam. You have all your accounts listed here, and so there's that. After that, you would need some kind of script making software. I recommend Notepad++. For this case, I just used a BB Edit and just made them on my Mac and then transferred them over. Or if you want to, you don't have to use BB Edit or Notepad++. You can just use Notepad. So basically, um, so and you want it to put it into a hidden folder so it's not easily accessible by so you don't accidentally delete it or remove it. So for example, this is what I did. So on my Mac, I made the wallpapers called background. I made a folder called backgrounds, and the background folder has all the backgrounds for all the accounts I have. So, for what decks I'm using, this is for Mastodon specifically. But if you want to have your multiple accounts, as long as it doesn't break toss, so basically each of these are different decks in each accounts. And so um then I have I also made a folder called MD Kill holds holds let's see MD Kill. Oh, okay. So with MD Kill, is the it basically is the wallpaper right here for Master Duel, including Master Duel. So it's for MD Kill that I just made for that. And then I also for other images I made was for icons. And so for these I made one that are all vertical icons for the if you go to um home right here inside of I made an actual profile with all of them with specific account numbers on there. And now um if we go to here, you see it shows the name of the deck plus the name of the Master Duel account, and then play. If you press play, it loads. So I have that for that, and then I also have these here for just in case I need them. But as you can see, when 00x when is for example a script. It's a exe file. The exe file is um, where's that? Let's see, I think it's right here. So the exe file is right here. Exe file is right. I don't remember where's that. No, it's not here. So we go here. It will be under boot, and it will be under shell.exe. What shell.exe is, let me show you. It is a it is a shell.md file. If we edit it, it will basically do task kill if Steam is loaded, but that's not what I added this line, but that's just so it could quit. But um, you don't really need that as long as you can basically kill Master Duels separately and you'll have your regular computer back. What it does is as Retro edits to basically kill Explorer. I mean to start Explorer. If basically first, and then it waits a second, and it starts Explorer minimize. And then this one basically starts the computer with the with master rules. Just start the computer between um without the shell of being explorer.exe. So um so but when you kill the so when you kill Steam, it because killing Steam would because once you click this, it will stop Steam, and then um it will once it stops Steam, it will um bring up Explorer. That's the whole basis. Mine, the one I modified, is a little bit different. I have it start up this application, which allows me to shut down the computer from HTML, and I can send that from Home Assistant or my Stream Deck itself on another computer. And so there's that. And then going to the file parts. So basically, once you get all the files created, so you have specific decks you want to play or games you want to play, make the icons for that game, put in the account, and so let me show you. So where do we start? So we'll start with wallpapers. So wallpapers. These wallpapers are ones I have set for each account, and so the first wallpaper you for the first game for the first master duel you load doesn't matter because the shell won't be the shell is enabled as shells enabled as big picture mode. The reason I did that is so when the computer starts, it doesn't show any loading stuff, and which I didn't want it to like show during startup. So I basically had that for the first one. So if I'm playing this one, it doesn't matter what one I click on the first one. As long as it's one I want to play and I know what it is, it'll load. And when I kill it or when it closes, it opens up this account again, but it will load Explorer though. And so these are just the 33 accounts I have for here. And so after that, after the wallpaper, after you have your wallpaper selected, I have mine named 1 through 32. 33 is basically this one right here. But after that, um I made a folder um in the PS1 folder called wallpaper. So in each of these ones, there's a command that does edit. We'll use base as an example. So edit. Oopsies, don't want to. So this you'll see. So you have to go edit with the notepad or your editor. So this basically tells you this is basically the basic shell part of here, which it will set wallpaper image C PowerScript PS1 wallpaper base.png. It'll change the wallpaper to base.png. So at base is if we click it, nothing happens, see? But if we right click, run with PowerShell, it brings up a PowerShell window and it runs like that and it changes the wallpaper. But if we go here, I think this was PowerShell, yeah. So if we basically run this one, it will do the same exact thing. But all of these ones, 1 through 32, are like this. And they will load up their respective account wallpaper. So now, then after that, um, okay, So now after that, start. Start is a another folder. So start has 32, 30, 33, 3 files. This one points to exit .ps1. But um if if you I'm gonna show you start one as an example. So right click it, press edit. So with this one, oh wait, wrong one first off. Well, let's see, what was it? Oh yeah. So going from PS1 wallpaper to PS1, then we start here at CMD. So edit, open. We go open CMD. So CMD has 1 through 33. So if we go to 1 as an example, press edit. It will run the um PowerShell when Windows style hidden execution policy bypass file the name of 01.ps1. So let me show you what happens when you run this. So basically, I'm just going to show you this example. This is one I have. So if we run this one, it basically shows the actual PS1. It runs the PS1 file, and it changes the wallpaper without showing PowerShell, or without you have to right click on PowerShell. And then um from there, that file is then typed to start. So start, then edit. So this one does echo off and start start colon, start double quotation, and then the PowerScript cmd 01.cmd, and it will boot that. And then after that, timeout 8 seconds, no break, that's bracket null, which will basically run the timeout, because if you just put timeout t dash the number, it will basically have you confirm by pressing enter. This will just have you run. So then it goes start dash minimize colon, then the name of the TCNO account switcher plus the name of the account on the computer, and then yours will be different when you set it up. So timeout, then again, and then this is the master tool game ID. So and you press exit and it will exit. And that will exit. So since this runs minimize, this account switcher will run minimize since it's a PowerShell. Since it's a PowerShell actually script, um, since this run with actually command line arguments, it would run minimized. And if you wanted to, you could have this start minimized also, which I would probably do if I had to change this, but I'm not. So um when that's ran, the so after that one, we go to the one called um folder called master. Master, if we go here, is the we go edit, it will run start minimize dash underscore and start dash minimum quote, and then this command right here, which is start 01, it will start this command minimized, and it will then exit. When that starts minimize exit, this will run the start file, which that will run the CMD file, and I just did this to like make it easier, because instead of like programming it to like together, which would have been more pain in the butt than doing it this way, Then after CMD is ran, it would run the actual TCNO account switcher, and also it would change the wallpaper. So the exe files come in handy where basically I created the same exact file, but instead of calling from a CMD file, the exe is calling the actual the CMD file that is in start, and then since that's that, I can then put that into Steam. And so with the TCNO account switcher, when switching accounts, it will kill the current Steam process and then restart a new process. So after that, um um if I click for example in this Steam account, uh a 01 chain, it will log out of this Steam account and then log into the new one, or chain one, or 01 chain, and then it'll boot master duels. That's how I have it for this specific app. You can have it for any app you want. So that's how I have that happen. But you're wondering, how can you kill master duels? Because if you just kill Steam, master duels will continue running. This is just for master duels specifically. It will keep running, but for other stuff, um, um, there may be a kill process already built in. But basically, after that, we go into um, what's it called? Why isn't it showing up? So, oh yeah, because it's so okay. So basically, here's this. So going into here, which is it's called kill. So with this one, if we go here, go edit, it will start dash men quotation run cmd end.cmd. And so from actual there. And here's one called profile switch, which is pretty much it goes to switch profile. I'll show you what those do. So so from there, it would go back into CMD folder, and then here where it says end, it would run the first kill one would run this script right here, which will wait 5 seconds. Then it will uh, run Explorer. I did this because before I noticed it wouldn't boot if I eventually just killed the Steam task and just ran the other thing. So what it does here, it basically kills it starts the Explorer task, which in turn, after the button is pressed in Steam, so after the button is pressed in Steam, because of this can be ran from actually Steam. This is basically just me pressing the win, the 00.x.win file, which is pretty much this, but this kills this, and then it will kill Steam, and then what it does after that is it will then kill Master Duels, which is running already because I ran it, and so after it kills that, the taskbar shows up. So that's why I have it minimized. And so then after that, it waits 3 seconds, and it will run PowerScript dash cmd dash master duel host dot cmd, and dot one dash bracket null space 2 bracket at 1. And so then it does this one, and this runs in the background. I mean, this runs basically, it just shows a blankish CMD window. From actually there, the other script runs, which runs this one, which basically restarts Master Duels into the account right here. It restarts it into this account, so you can start any one of these accounts from there and switch to that account. And they will exit, and then it will start like that. And your shell will basically reset to the Steam Big Picture after every restart, which is fine for me. So that's what N does for profile. This was when I was running a stream deck. It would just kill, then it would switch the account. But yeah, so the um that is the that is the um Master Duel setup. So let me just mute the audio real quick from here. Not the microphone, but I'm just gonna mute the audio for this computer because of I don't want it to be playing at the moment in the background. So let me show you what happens. So if we take Steam right here, and then we go to here, right here, there, it'll switch wallpapers. It won't do that in the normal way, but it will switch it when um it won't do that on the first boot. It'll do that after you restart Master Duels. I mean, after you kill Steam and restart Steam, it'll do that. So this is what happens when you change wallpaper. And as you can see, it shows a custom URL. I mean, a custom video playback, something I made in Keynote, and um, just so it can start all the way. So as you can see, so now it just plays and it's logging in, but it wouldn't do that. Um, it wouldn't do the login still. It would basically would be it would switch to the account. So as you can see, the only reason it does this the first time when basically switching shell, and so basically when you first switch the shell, it works fine, but then when you switch the shell the second time, it doesn't show up. I mean, it actually shows up, but the thing is, when it shows up, it would just do the thing. So, so um so it only happens when you stop it, when it happens the first time. So now, if that happens, you just have to press this, launch this. So normally, Master Duels would actually launch, but that is doing that mainly because of because the actual because I had to put that in there just so it would just load properly. So now, as you can see, it goes there. You actually can like skip the intro. I just have the intro just there for little funsies of mine. So now it should launch. So as you can see, it will switch wallpapers. Now there it goes. There goes Master Duels starting. And now Master Duel has started. And now when we just press escape, but you will be using a DualSense controller or actual controller in general. So we'll do that, and now all you gotta do is go back. You would be using a controller if you're using this on a couch. Then you press exit. Then you press quit. And it will launch Master Duels for you. I mean, it'll launch um the C drive. I mean the that guy, and then it will um launch this again. So I'll just tell you how I changed this. I recommend like 6 seconds, but now this is like this. Normally, if you're in actual if you're in um if your shell is big picture mode, you want to click this file because I have this file on fresh mine. It's called 00xwin. So it takes me back to um what's it called? Um, takes me back to explore.exe booting. So that's what that looks like, and let me show you how to change the Steam thing. So first, you got to open up your C drive. Then you want to go to wherever you have your Steam installed. I have mine installed in the C drive. Then you go Steam. Then you go to configuration. Then you make this folder right here. Let me zoom in real quick so you can see it. Oopsie, it's the wrong one. So that's what you want to um it's called UI overrides. And so and so then inside there you want to make a movies folder. So I made a big picture um starting sub dot web WebM, which can convert an MP4 into to that. Just make sure it's however length you want it. So if you want to show people stuff, be actually for the flashy game, for example, like a tutorial or something, or just something just to show, you can. And or basically you basically are just trying to make something look nice, then you basically put that here. You put the file here, name is that, and then done. So now I can unmute this. So now if we go back here, yep. So yeah, so I hope you like that. So I'm gonna show you the final setup stuff. So I hope you liked it so far. I'm gonna talk over the next part too. So yeah, go to the next part. Hi. So we're at the final stretch. So basically, I'm just gonna show you all the updates I've done. So in the past, whenever this video started, because I don't remember. So this has not changed. All the computer stuff I showed you in the beginning has not changed mostly. So going over here, that's the only cable I'm running here. So I recently added this, which was on my desk. Is my NFC tag reader that I have right here. I hot glued it to an L bracket that I put here. I ran the cables more thoroughly down this way, and this is a HDMI matrix that I use for splitting. Because before I had it hooked up to the TV, and the HDMI cable here and to the TV, and then because I had it hooked to the TV, because I had this hooked to the outputs of here, and then that hooked to the HDMI switchers. Now I have the TVs, the displays going into the HDMI switcher, and then the input going into the into the output of the HDMI matrix, and the HDMI inputs are going to my Apple TV, which is up there, and my computer, which is right there. The custom built PC I showed you in the build earlier, and then I had my laptop down under here, and it's right here, and it's there. So if I need to unplug it, I can just unplug 3 cables, my power cable, and the USB and HDMI, and take it with me. And since it's there, I have it there for so I have it there so I can easily access it. Below it is my docking station. I have my Mac Mini hooked up to, and first input is the white cable is going to this guy. The black cable is going, one of them is going to that one. The other cable is going to my audio interface. Then the USB-C cable is going from there. It's going to the Thunderbolt port, and then the USB C port is also going to my microphone. Then there's a cable behind there that goes to my sound card that's in there, that's back there, that's in the front. And then this is the light I use for unboxings and stuff, and you guys usually see this angle, but I made it better. So these are all cable managed with Velcro zip ties, strain relief. Those switch spots up there are so I can press the buttons on there. That's going to the other side of the room. This smart plug is used for when I need to turn on the laptop, or when I need to charge it. I can just press a button on my Stream Deck to turn it on, and turn on, turn it off to switch to there. That cable's going around the room. These bundles of cables are going around the room, around into a smaller bundle around on the edge of there. Over here, a longer HDMI cable is going to here, so that matrix switch allows me to switch between the Apple TV on here to over here, or the computer from over here to over here, or from over here to over there. Same with Apple TV. So the USB cable is going to this guy, which is my Wave XLR. One of the couple of the HDMI cables. The fourth one is going to a switcher that I'll show you. That fourth cable is going to this switcher here. That switcher is basically just there so I can switch between the output of the ATEM and the output of that ATEM on my main display. I wanted to basically just have it so I can have some kind of switcher go over here to this display so I can use it also and just have one input instead of multiples just for there, and have it switch between this computer and that computer. But that's, this and there. From there, number 3 goes to my laptop. Number 2 goes to around here to here, to this HDMI switcher right here, and that goes to my Apple TV and Google. That goes to my computer and my Apple TV, so I can look at it there. But one of these cables goes to basically the ATEM itself, so I can have video capture on here and also display on here, and the matrix allows me to split it between those two things. Number one is going to my Mac Mini, which is this HDMI splitter right here. This HDMI splitter over here that you can't see is going to this display right here for input number 2, and that is going to my docking station. So the docking station has a HDMI input, so the video coming from that HDMI input on number 2 is going to here, and it's also going to another monitor. But in order to turn that on, you turn on the smart plug that's over there. That smart plug over there is for turning on this monitor. That one behind it turns on the docking station. This one turns on the MacBook. And I have one for my computer because it can turn on automatically too. The reason why is because of the only seeable lights, and they're not as bright as they used to be, are the LEDs on this HDMI switcher. But that one you can barely see because normally when I'm laying down, you can't see it. You can just see afterglow. But other than that, it's not really viewable as it used to be, because it used to be up there where the laptop was, but I rearranged everything. This is a major update, by the way. Right here is the Stream Deck I use for unboxings, or when I want to do art here, I can just record it in vertical and horizontal because of the ATEM video plugin for OBS. This one is specifically for controlling my TV stuff. So if we press it, it would have volume control, mute, and it also has sleep, and it also has a button to turn on the computer. Turn on the smart plug, which turns on this computer and my TV. And then there's one to also just turn on the actual TV and switch inputs from B1 to B2. This is B1. So the port that says Apple TV on here says B1. It's Apple TV, so it goes from B1 to B1, which is this guy. If I press the one that says PC, or that has Windows PC on there, it goes from B1 to B2, and then from B2 to B1 once it shuts down. And then I had that when I press the button. So behind there, I used to have a computer. You saw that recently. I don't know if you saw it recently, but going from here is this is a Ugreen HDMI switch. This is the secondary monitor that I use for outputting my secondary display and show OBS on. That is a Field World monitor. This is a SwitchBot. These cameras are the Avaya HC020. This is the Kai LP K25. These are the two Stream Decks I have for one was hooked to my PC, but one was hooked to my MacBook, but they're both hooked to my MacBook now. My Mac. This is the Huron Canvas 20, the Echo Studio, Casa light bulbs, forgot the name brand. This is a Samsung panel, Casa light bulb. The Audio Technica condenser XLR microphone. Down there is a Stream Deck pedal, the HD 600, which I use daily. The HDMI cables are just standard HDMI cables. They're not 5-fiber. They're dual. They're hybrid copper / fiber. How I'm getting audio is the audio is connected to the back of the monitor, and that is one cable's going from the back of the monitor is going to a splitter. That splitter is then connected to my actual audio interface, and so whatever comes out of my headphones, whatever comes out of the speaker comes into my headphones, so I can hear what's on the Apple TV on here as long as it's on the correct input. And then, if it's on the correct input, then it would output audio. So here, showing you just what the Stream Deck is. So, oh, didn't think about that. Okay. So I have to fix this because of if I don't turn on server, Alexa, turn on server.
Okay.
So how I have it now. Alexa, turn on server.
Okay.
So as you can see, this is like this. But this is kinda bad because of because this one's on. In order to activate it, you have to be able to press it. And so if I don't press this one, then it won't turn on this device, which means I can't press this button, which means I can't turn on the server or turn on the computer. So that's good. That's the only fix. And so when I press this, it'll take me home, which is right here. And so if we press the one that says ATEM, it switches to the ATEM panel. This one takes me to my recording panel. This one takes me to audio. And this one takes me to OBS. And this restarts the computer. So if we press this one again, home, it brings you there. And as I was saying, these ones are my buttons I use. So this one is just for meeting Firefox. This one's for turning on the computer, which I have to fix for the fact that I'm going to have the home button here so I can basically turn on the computer. So, yeah. So other than that, these are Casa smart plugs. This is a Logitech Lightspeed mouse and mic. Not mic. Keyboard. This is the MX Master, and that's a something switcher. I don't remember the name. There's about there's 5 30 foot HDMI cables. So one's going over there. One's going over there to over there. There's one going behind there to over there. And that's why all the cable bundles look actually super big. It's because one, they are. Two, it is it's cleaner, and so there's a bundle of cables going on the side on there. So yeah, and then if I need to just turn on something, I could just use this pedal or this. I'm probably just gonna put the button here. I have figures around here because of they were all on the other desk, but I just decided to put them around the room. So this one gets used for when I'm drawing or annotation. So because I have a pen for that right there. So yeah, this is the fan. So if it gets hot, I can just turn on the light switch and get cool air in here. So cables are barely hanging down. Yeah, you see one, but that's from this adapter right here to go under the desk. So yeah, so I hope you liked it, and thanks for watching. If there's anything you want to know spec wise, or like how to make something, just ask in the comments. I'll try to get to you as soon as possible. This actually whole project has taken like 6 months to like work out. So because just the stream deck stuff was like about 2 months by itself, trying to get everything worked out perfectly fine, and I'm still not done for the fact that I have to change what the button, where the button wakes it at, which is right here. So yeah, other than that, that's just to turn on this display right here, because if I have it go to home and I have no button here, I can't press here, and if I can't press here because this one's off, I always have to rely on that guy, but I don't want to all the time. So I just sometimes want to press button, turn it on, press this button, and just be done. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.